Having been here for 48 of the 50 years, I've seen a lot of change.
CPS has grown in so many ways. Like, we have a thriving group program, we have a really great training program, we are doing the gatekeeper program, we've added staff. It has just changed so much in the 9.5 years that I've been here.
When I first arrived, this setting was like in the 1950s, and we moved down to Katie Hall on South Green for 7 months while they renovated. So aesthetically, we look wonderful now. And I think it's a lot more appealing to the students, and it feels warmer and more comforting.
When we started, it was a lot more adjustment issues. A lot more students were coming to counseling centers because they were homesick, because they were trying to figure out what to do with their lives. Counseling centers were born in general out of career counseling centers. So a lot of it was about what they want to do with their lives and how they're exploring college and trying to figure this out. Now you've got students who are coming in with more kind of serious and severe pathologies that they've already been diagnosed in high school, and because of accessibility and because of institutions of higher education opening up their arms, more students are able to come to college with these pathologies. But we have to have our counselors and our therapists and our psychologists and our psychiatrists all here to support them.
I think that the stigma of getting mental health services has greatly reduced. Overall, I think the general population, and certainly the student population, is much more receptive to the idea of receiving help when you need it.
I think in the time that I was there, one of the biggest changes that I saw was that other divisions within the university, and then our own division, I think, sort of saw our increasing role in a really positive way. So I felt like people would, look to us for expertise a bit more, and certainly I felt like the referrals to us went up. But I feel like our role in the division sort of got larger and was recognized as even more important as time went on.
I think the fondest memories I have are of the people that I've worked with. It's rare when you can work in one location, stretching over 48 years, and be able to say that you pretty much liked everybody you worked with. We've always kind of had a culture here of being like family. Our main focus was to be caring and helping students, but we also cared about each other.
The people here were just great. I mean, that was one of the reasons why I was sad to go, and one of the things that I liked so much about it. One thing that always stands out for me is we would do a team building outdoor adventure thing usually in the end of August, right before the new school year started. And so we would be up at the ridges, scrambling over obstacles and trying to work together, and that we were sometimes getting more up close and personal with each other physically than I ever would have imagined. But it was a lot of fun, and it was a neat way to be outside of the office and get together and sort of re-strengthen our bond as a staff. So that was always a lot of fun.
They're just really fun people, because you have to, I think, have a sense of humor and a sense of morale and camaraderie, because you are dealing with student crisis and putting your heart and souls into making sure that the students are doing okay. It can really drain you as a person and as a counselor and a therapist. And so for them to they're famous for their potlucks, they're famous for their parties, that they really work as a family and as a team. And the fact that I was able to kind of do that and be a part of that team for a while was really impactful for me.
When I first interviewed for the job, I didn't understand what CPS meant. So in the interview I said, "What does CPS mean?" I said, "Counseling and Psychological Services." I said, "Oh, okay." So after I worked here for about 6 months, I said, "I'm changing the name of the place. CPS now stands for Crisis Plus Stress. And everyone thought that was pretty funny. But as of late, we've decided that CPS means Counseling Plus Potluck Services, because we do like to do our potlucks. We like to eat.
So the time that I spent with Dr. Wiener and Dr. Gleason and Dr. Williams was really instrumental to me developing as a professional. They were always very kind, very patient, and really experts in their field. And so I felt really lucky to have the opportunity to work so closely with them. The one thing that I love about CPS is that they are always thinking about what's next, and their ability to be flexible and to move to where the student needs are.
I think that one of the things that's really important to me, and I think was part of my motivation as an outreach person, is to make mental health services accessible to all students.
Yeah, in terms of where we are going forward and how do I see CPS moving forward, I think we are really forging ahead at this point in time with the support of the administrators, trying to do what most other counseling centers, most other university counseling centers are trying to do, and that is trying to meet the ever-increasing demands for services.
Currently, people who we feel could benefit from medication have to wait, several weeks to get in to be seen. And so we're exploring ways to find the funding to be able to add more psychiatrists.
Even though we had these beautiful renovations within the last couple of years, I think we're already starting to have some growing pains with the size of the staff and as many students come in. So I hope we can move to a larger space or have a larger space to work in. I think that would be really helpful.
So as far as where they're going to go, I don't know that any of us know what the counseling centers are going to be expected to do. But one thing I think that they're really skilled at is moving and kind of finding what the needs are and studying that and then adjusting to what they do.
If I had a crystal ball, it would be great, but I don't have one. But I know that CPS is going to be a part of the campus experience for a long time to come.